get to BlueFace. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before I get to anything, my commentary, I gotta go to No Jumper. Yo, they be giving my nigga Flacco the worst interviews. I think it did 11K and 9. There's a BlueFace interview. I ain't gonna lie. This was good content. This was good content. I was watching it before. I'm gonna react to this live, then I'm gonna react to his tweets. It's all good chat.
I'm not nervous.
We're here for you.
Yeah,
We're here for you, sweetie. For real, we are. So just speak up for us. However you feeling today, hopefully we can get that out.
You've dominated 2022. You gonna get your flowers today. We gotta talk about it. You know.
Sure.
You're like when women try to give each other flowers. You dominated. No, nigga, you just acted like a fucking fool and went viral. If that's dominating, it's like rewarding a kid for getting like suspended. Dominated? Okay.
I like your song too, Vibes. I was like, I ain't even know that was her ass. I said, oh, look at her. She can rap too. Okay, she just don't know how to just fight and take off on shit. She actually get out on the music scale. How's that been for you, like transitioning from obviously like, you know, a no name, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like living regular life to just all this fame now and this, you know what I'm saying? This newfound stardom. How's it been for you? How's the transition been, Chrisean?
I just give glory to God. That's it.
Yeah. Glory to God, huh? God is good. That's why I didn't understand why you're so sad.
I'm not sad.
You was crying, so I was like, damn, what's...
Yeah, because I just told you, I'm emotional right now. It's either my...
Hey, I'm going to make some acute, like what I believe is happening. BlueFace here, and even though from what I've heard, BlueFace, he possibly is on drugs. But with BlueFace, BlueFace seems at least a little bit sober, or he's within the moment. If you've ever heard her talk before, my nigga, like, she seems drugged up. She's always on camera asking for a shot. And I know you might be like, yo, Ak, well, you drink all the time. Like, I'm big body. Feel me? I'm going to be fine. And there are times I'm not fine, but it is what it is. But usually when you see this young woman, it's like you could tell like she might not be in a complete sober mind. Like right now, you know when I stream for like 6 hours, I'm probably going to get drunk towards the last 2 hours, right? She doesn't look sober for the most of the time. And I'm not going to insult her intelligence and call her stupid, but it always, like right here, it looks like BlueFace, who's communicating with somebody off camera, knows what's going on. Knows the situation's going on. And she looks a little bit like lit already.
Scared or I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
What the heck? Did you not hear me, sir?
Yo, I did. I just know that, you know, a period and pregnancy don't run hand in hand.
I'm saying it's either...
Am I tripping?
Did you not hear me?
You mean like... She means like...
Either that
your
or
period
this.
is on the way.
It's either that or this.
Next week gonna be my emotional week.
Okay, it's on the way. I'm under the impression that it was going on right now. She was like, it's either my period or I'm pregnant.
Yeah,
so
like it's finna come.
She don't know yet. It's on the way.
Or
it's gonna come or it's not gonna come.
Yeah.
By the way, I actually believe that they're scripting this whole thing. And this is why I was gonna react to I was gonna embarrass the fuck out of BlueFace today on Twitter. I was gonna post up, niggas claimed I was renting. I was gonna post up a deed and 4 car titles, my nigga. I was gonna show him $3 million in actual assets. And then I realized, I'm like, bro, for once I'm like, what I think is a win isn't a win. Like, you know, to some of my chat nigga pages who messaged me like, yo, Ak, he tweeted about you, then promoted his show. And by the way, we're falling into it anyway because I'm talking about it. But it's like for me to blow a gasket on it, I kind of feel like this is all scripted. Like in the sense of how does an interview that gets done a week ago, gets dropped, goes viral in 2 days, then now they randomly pop up and they're like, she's pregnant. It's like every day they're trying to create a new headline, which is amazing for reality TV content, but is it actually true? Right? So they dropped this little seed in this interview. Oh yeah, her period ain't come yet. The next thing we hear a day later is, oh, she's pregnant. It's kind of feeling scripted a bit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, congratulations if it doesn't come.
Oh God.
Congrats early.
You did tweet a few days ago that your wedding is going to be in October. So you guys planning a wedding?
You guys planning a wedding?
We planning a wedding?
She crazy.
She looks out of it. She looks out of it. It's very important to see. She looks out of it. And, you know, someone called me yesterday and they were like, yo, they felt bad for her. And I said, even though me and BlueFace were going at it, I feel bad for him. And they were like, well, bro, he believes that BlueFace is manipulating her and controlling her with alcohol to get these emotions that could sell. If the emotions was coming from a dude, it doesn't sell. Coming from her, it does. Let's see.
What was that about?
Crazy, bro.
What was that about?
Will Zeus be televising it? What's going on? Is that
you getting married on Zeus?
Is that the episode finale of Crazy in Love?
I'm getting married in October. That's what I said.
I don't mind coming and, you know, being the pastor. You know, and seeing y'all, huh? I said, I don't mind coming, you know, and being the pastor, and signing it off, man, on the dotted line for y'all, man. I think that'd be a beautiful thing because at first, I'm going to be real with y'all. When I seen this I was like, this got to be for play. This got to be because they made good money together. That's how I looked at it. Like, people like seeing y'all together. Right. People like seeing y'all interact, whether it's drama, whether it's just kicking it, whether it's just y'all two motherfuckers just sitting there and just looking at each other and not saying nothing. Right. People like seeing y'all together. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know until, like, I seen, like, okay, they really do fuck with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you last time, I was like, damn, I thought it was just a sham. I said, shit, I just making money. Get your bread. Right. But then I start seeing y'all really do love each other. And I see you even when...
It's not about the money.
Can't hear you, sweetie.
I said it's not about the money.
It's not about the money for her. It's all about the money for him. That's another thing what I've realized. You know, as BlueFace has attempted to talk money with me. Pathetic. I've realized that yes, he might not be rapping. And by the way, he admits in here that he's not getting no money from rapping. He literally says it. So that's another reason why I felt stupid a little bit. And not stupid, but like I realized that I need to control my responses to him because I was reacting to this guy as a music artist, but he's clearly making it known I'm not trying to gain money through music. I'm trying to gain money through other things. I think for her, she's going off passion and maybe a little bit, you know, I don't want to say she'd be manipulated, but, you know, for BlueFace, this looks like it's a money play. I don't think I know we're calling him a domestic violence patient. He's going through concussion protocol, CTE. I think he's doing this straight for checks. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think she is, though. I think she's doing this for love, and I think she's almost in a mindset of a woman who's being pimped, who she would do anything to please her man.
But
of course not.
I get it.
Yeah.
What is it about? What's keeping you guys together?
Love.
You think, because I've been in this before. I fucked with people where maybe it's a traumatic bond that brought y'all together. Maybe it was something that happened that was very big that only y'all two understand, if that makes any sense. Traumatic bonds can bring people together too.
So like traumatically.
Like shit being f***ed up, yeah. You could have just having a f***ed up situation, you having a f***ed up situation, whether it don't have to be financially. You know what I'm saying? It can just be something mentally something going on that bonded y'all. And that's what I would consider almost a traumatic bond. Like it'd be some f***ed up shit really bring people together.
Yeah,
when we fight each other?
I don't think it's traumatic. I think it's
Yeah, I don't think that either. Only if we fight each other.
It's not a traumatic bond. It's more of a I don't know. Like it's like an underground thing. Like when I met her, she was underground.
Right.
You know, so
underground.
Her getting
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, her getting to this point.
That was a good way to put it.
Nah, for sure. Yeah. It was an underground relationship. So from starting with that, it's kind of like each day that we keep going, it's like.
What do you mean by underground relationship?
A bond. Underground, as in like.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Like secret?
Let me tell you what's going on right here. This is a woman who's she's starting to get her legs under her. She's realizing that she's a star of the show. She came in as a side piece and an option, but she realized she's now the main course. So he's telling the truth. Hey, he's trying to be nice, actually, too. You know, and I'm going to call it very fair. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I literally violate BlueFace all the time. Like, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, I could still be fair. When it's time to get to the violation, I'll deal with the tweets in a second. I'm going to be very fair about this. I think he's using a good choice of words by saying, hey, I was a star and she was a nobody. That seems a little bit more disrespectful because we're all humans. But in the grand scheme of the entertainment industry, that's what it is. So he's trying to be nice to her. Hey, it was an underground relationship because she was underground. He's not trying to call her a nobody. He said, well, people didn't know about her yet. And I fuck with her. You get what I mean? That's actually a compliment. This is what happened. And let me tell you, anytime you have multiple women in the room, and I'm not blaming the other young woman, Gina, at all, but you're going to know that she's feeding off the other girl's energy. Because you know why? She knows she's the boss now. She knows the reality show exists because of her. So the word underground triggers her because she's not thinking about where she came from. She's thinking about the current situation. So when the girl asks, what do you mean underground? Look at her saying, yeah, I ain't feeling that type of terminology. That's actually a pretty good terminology. You were a fucking nobody bum who signed up to be on the nigga's reality show and he liked you. Instead of him saying that, he said underground. Listen.
We keep going. It's like.
What do you mean by underground relationship?
A bomb.
You see, as soon as she says that, look, you're going to realize she kind of felt that. And this women sometimes they'll vocalize each other's like true thoughts. Look, she's gonna agree.
Underground, as in like.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Now she's not. See, now the other girl is giving her energy to start perk up on this nigga.
Like secret?
Can I get a shot?
No, not.
What she said after? Can I get a shot? Keep telling you, alcohol is the thing that fuels this.
Secret. More underground is kind of like undiscovered, you know.
She's not focused on the interview. She's looking behind the cameras. Where's the shot? Second time. Can I get a shot?
Unappreciated, disliked.
Come on, Tiny, pass me the bottle.
Not ideal to.
Come on, Tiny, pass me the bottle.
Exactly.
Keep in mind, he looks sober. She looks already intoxicated. She's still asking for the bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Not really what you would applaud.
Yeah.
So it started as that.
He's trying to conduct a great interview, so he's like, nah, give her the bottle. Makes sense. A lot of people say that.
From the very beginning. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, all right, if everybody...
The odds was always against y'all.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, if the odds is against us, obviously we're going to have a...
She's no longer focused on the interview. She's focused on what's behind the camera and the bottle. Again, alcoholic. Also, it might be signs that she is not cognizantly choosing to exploit these things for interviews because this is an interview. If you're now ignoring the interview to ask for a bottle, your priority isn't the interview. What is his priority? He's talking straight to the mic. She moved the mic away. She literally cares about the bottle. He's trying to do the interview. When I say like some sort of manipulation, she's intoxicated. Her goal is not, oh, we're here to do, let me tell you this, for anybody who doesn't know, you're not getting paid for an interview. You're here to do an interview to literally promote whatever you got going on. It's part of your job. She has disregarded that. He still understands.
A natural bond just from being underdogs.
How do you guys feel about the Whitney and Bobby?
They gotta get a bottle to pass it to her.
Or Ike and Tina compared.
All right, they pass it. This is some Hennessy. Y'all can see that brown from anywhere, nigga. I can smell it. That's Hennessy, nigga.
I mean, personally, yeah, I never really. I don't really know too much about their story, so
she's talking off camera about some other stuff. He's trying to keep the interview going. BlueFace, because he's used to this bad behavior, he keeps talking like it's not happening.
I couldn't even tell you if it was similar or not, but
look, just listen to her comment. Yo, he's literally having a conversation. He's literally trying to do an interview. She's not giving a fuck. Why is she not giving a fuck? It's not because she's rude. It's not because she's rude. It's because she's intoxicated.
What I do know, we don't have like any drugs.
This is the only time I would actually say maybe this is some manipulation. If you remember when people got mad at Adam for putting out the interview with Boonk? Remember, actually, Boonk came out and be like, "Whoa, why would you put out an interview with me when I'm just crazy? Like I'm not in my right mind." BlueFace and his girl didn't show up here by themselves. They have management, they have handlers, they have people who are behind them. Who would put a drunk woman on camera who's then demanding more Hennessy, not conducting the interview, then give her more Hennessy? They're giving her more Hennessy when she's already incoherent to deal with the current task. What does that say to y'all? It says that there is probably a concerted effort to know that her, and it only works for women. The more she crashes out, acts up, acts out of character, beats somebody up, breaks stuff, ratings go up. If he does it, it doesn't. So that's why he's realized the formula. He's keeping it chill.
Involved, right? So where it's like,
that's funny.
I'm feeding her anything to keep.
She's laughing at a joke off camera.
Her going or anything, honestly.
So you say she's not chemically infused here?
Yeah, no.
Now she's tuned back in. That's the first thing she heard. She's not chemically infused. Listen, her whole energy towards this nigga is gonna switch.
Really
She's just naturally fried. Yeah.
Right.
Then he says she's naturally fried. Watch her now.
Why is you
But
talking
why is you talking about me like that? This is not a woman who came for an interview. This is somebody who either y'all are drugging her up to continue the money train, because unfortunately, if a woman acts up, it is monetizable. If a man acts up, it is jailable.
But I know from their situation.
Look, see, she's now focused on the interview. What? Wait, what? What y'all say? I'm naturally what? Remember, he just said she's naturally fried.
It's kind of drug based, right? Whitney Houston, I continue.
Yo, get your Adobe.
Well, that's why the comparison.
Now she's talking to somebody on camera. Yo, could y'all get this nigga?
Is so false because it's kind of saying that these are two crackheads. and they just out, you know.
Then she lied. She said we're sober. As she asked for more drinks, and she's slurring. If you've ever heard her original voice before she got into this shit, she is not in that. Like, she doesn't sound the same. Her voice is completely changed.
Well, you don't look like no crackhead.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I'll be honest with you.
All we do is drink and smoke.
Y'all don't act like it either.
Yeah, no.
I know
some smokers.
I know some drug addicts. I was about to say I know some drug addicts, and y'all don't act like that.
Yeah, no, not at all. So, I mean, but the comparison is...
I'll stop. That's a nice compliment, and as host, you're trying to just keep it going, so you're saying that. Partly, it's not only her being drugged up, and I think you're going to realize, keep watching her face. Just watch her face. Her face is out of frustration because they're blaming everything on her. Yo, it takes two to tango, okay? BlueFace is smart, and he's smart in a way where he's not going to show up here belligerently drunk. But do you think all them nights when they fighting, they going back and forth, he's not probably intoxicated? She's not the only one just drinking randomly. How did they show up to Kai's crib? They was drinking, right? So again, I think he just knows how to separate work versus personal life and play. With her, because she hasn't been famous long enough, work is her personal life and play. So she drinks everywhere. Now, again, I'm not trying to like demonize drinking. I drink a lot. But if you can't handle it, that's a problem.
See the comparison, I guess it's an ideal couple that people don't really approve of or agree with.
Start looking at her eyes. And this is not these heavy-ass fake lashes that's dragging her eyes down. It's intoxication. She got the Henny in her hand. Blue is not drinking at all.
So I guess
people love watching shit that they don't approve
of. Right, they love it to keep tabs on it, though.
She's still talking to people off camera.
Love it.
You actually just
look. Again, talking to people off camera.
Did something about that.
They love to keep tabs on shit they don't like. About the show.
You just tweeted that
what
there
was
are
your
people
tweet? Can you
who...
quote it for us? What was your tweet?
I said, I love when I spot a motherfucker who said me and Rock doing the show is a bad idea, but they're watching full circle, like every episode. They're reporting on it. They're promoting us.
Who have you spotted?
Academics, for sure.
Let y'all do something good, though, they ain't gonna talk about you.
Nah,
they only want to talk about your bad shit.
They ain't gonna never post
and I think me and her, we've, being in the media world today, like me and her experienced that kind of like.
Yeah. I get dragged every time I speak well on you guys.
Yeah,
yeah, somebody
said, but it's still a viral moment. Whether you get dragged or not, it's still a.
Right.
Yeah.
It brings in customers.
And by the way, I think, a lot of people, someone called me, they're like, yo, you got beef with BlueFace? I don't necessarily think it's beef at all. I think we're in an insult match. You get what I mean? I think we're in an insult match where he's going to say things about me and I'm going to say things about him. Honestly, I think if me and BlueFace saw each other, shit, I think we literally just probably talk and laugh it off, nigga. I'm being honest with you. I usually have a good, when me and Meek were going back and forth, I could tell. Nigga, when you see this nigga, bro, you better have some niggas with you. This nigga, he trying to crash out. With me and BlueFace, I really think we're insulting each other. But I think, and you might be like, what does he gain? He gains every time he insults me. I do one of these, I go on a crazy rant. He's, again, usually for rappers, going at them doesn't help their career. But if you're a reality show star who needs promotion, who needs to be the topic of conversation, who if someone went crazy and they're talking about how you got hit over the head with a bottle, people are going to say, well, where's the clip of the hit over the head with a bottle? Oh, that's the clip? Where's the full episode? It works for him. It's marketing. It's literally marketing. Somebody said, nah, Blue gonna wild you up. No, he not. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop it, brother. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I know he's not gonna do anything, right? Or I know he's not gonna wild me up, right? It's because, if it was that, he wouldn't be feeding into a back and forth with me. Blue is feeding into a back and forth with me almost like he's a YouTuber. But he's not a YouTuber. But he sets to gain from it by promoting the show. He literally tweeted at me by saying, you're one of the biggest promoters of our show. So this is why I know, he's looking at it from that sense. Now, granted, Lil Baby spoke after he rapped about me. He spoke about it one time, and then after that, he just tried to do some weird shit in the DMs. But other than that, he's not trying to go back and forth with me. Not Twitter. You feel me? Okay, we keep listening.
So I see why people do it. Yeah. Obviously they got to speak on the hottest topics at the time. So
my shit's been organic though, bro. I didn't do it to.
Yeah, because you keep the same personality.
Yeah, I didn't do it for views because I know it's gonna be views. And I feel like that's for y'all too. I don't think y'all do it for views. I don't think y'all do it really for any of that. I think y'all motherfuckers just crazy together. Y'all just love each other.
Yeah, we just have a lot of moments. That's all.
Yeah,
we have a lot of moments.
And by the way, it's one of those things too where let me tell you this. The last time after I exposed him about the whole thing with the house, I don't know if I probably didn't tell you that because I was on streaming. Wack 100 hit me, and Wack was like, yo, Ack. Yo, chill out. It's still my artist. And I was just like, listen, well, hey, he's shooting, I'm shooting. You get what I mean? In the sense of yo, we kind of joking on each other type shit. And he's like, yo, listen, I'm going to fix this. And I say, yo, listen, Wack, it's not serious for me and BlueFace. It's not like I'm like, yo, when I see BlueFace, we're going to fucking fight it out. And I'm like, yo, listen, if we really want to get it really lit, nigga, the same way how I hosted a sit down with you and 6ix9ine, you could host a sit down with me and BlueFace. You get what I mean? It's one of those things where it's it's not going to get physical type shit, bro. It's just again, I'm definitely very vocal in what I think about him. I'm not going to stop. But I've always said if I'm giving my opinion about him, he could give his opinion about me too. It's cool. I love when that, he's above the fray where I would respond to. Not if some no-name nigga, I ain't gonna respond. But, shit, whatever. Listen, I'm a media personality. I can't lose from responding. But let's keep going. I think they're gonna directly touch on me here.
And see, the thing about you is you kind of stand on your initial idea of it. Other podcasts.
Hey, Blueface, I'm gonna give you a nice little critique here. You riding Sharp's dick bad because you wanted Sharp to put your bitch in line. That's a fact. You riding his dick the whole interview. He telling you how you should have been moving with your own girl. I thought all y'all LA niggas was Crips and pimps and shit like that. You brought your girl here for another man to come give her game, and that you could sit there. You might as well bring her to Fresh and Fit next, my nigga. That they could tell her how to act. You're riding a nigga dick heavy. You feel me? And I'm gonna show this because we gonna keep listening.
As an interviewers, they'll dick ride you in the beginning and then turn around.
I don't want to sneak nobody. I feel like that's sneaking
exactly.
a motherfucker.
So
like
in the beginning, they'll be like, "Oh, this the hottest artist out. He's this man." Speaking specifically at Akademiks right now. Yes.
I've never said you the hottest artist out. Hey, let me tell you this. Y'all must think we on Clubhouse where everybody's just capping and everybody's whatever. BlueFace is a little artist. BlueFace had one song. He was known as the possible replacement to 6ix9ine. He never followed up with another big song other than Tatiana. He had some great moments where when we see him on DDG songs Moonwalking to Calabasas, it was dope. He's always had like some entertainment factor about him. But when did I say BlueFace is the hottest artist out? I did like his music. Of course I did like his music. And by the way, I liked his music when a lot of people didn't. Because, shit, I still think he got clever bars. But I'm not a hater like that. BlueFace was never a huge artist to that fact, right? Now, granted, I was disappointed. And I'm still disappointed because I feel like even though he got a lot of hate for his music career, I still think that he had a little thing. And you're going to realize this is a conclusion I'm going to come to, like, and I watched this video about 10 minutes further than where we're at right now. I watched it before. You could chalk up, because some of y'all might be like, yo, Ak, why you cover it? Why do you whatever? I am a little bit disappointed in him because I never thought he was the biggest rapper, but I thought he had a little thing that he could kind of really work in music. And in this interview, you're going to hear him. He kind of says he has no passion for music, which then tells me, I get it. I understand what you're doing now. So I know, we're gonna give him some ether for some of the shit he's saying, but I also am gonna find some understanding with him talking. Here we go.
Suck my dick to this motherfucker come, and then later on fix his mouth. After he sucked my dick, fix his mouth to be like, oh, this is not a good idea. He must not have this. He must not have that.
He's very, and I'm going to say this, Akademiks. He's a very passive-aggressive type dude because he's done.
It's not passive-aggressive, brother.
That to me, he's done that to the No Jumper crew.
But he always eat his words.
It's not passive-aggressive.
Later on, like he was like, I fuck with Sharp and I fuck with the whole crew. But then
I do fuck with you.
2 minutes later, he'd be like, I put my foot on all their chests.
Sharp. Let me say this to you. Let me say this to everybody in No Jumper. I don't care if I'm cool with y'all or not cool with y'all. I'm better at content than you and everybody on that team. Factuals. It's the reason why the platform you work on, your boss made the platform looking up to me. Point blank period, nigga. Okay? A nigga who came after Chief Keef can't be like, Chief Keef is passive aggressive. Nigga, stop it, bruh. I said what I said. I know, and the facts has been spoken, nigga. I am better at content than you all combined. Let's keep it 100. That's a fact. That doesn't mean I can't still like you. When I say that, oh, listen, No Jumper as a brand is starting to act weird with me, that's me saying I'm down to compete. That's not to disrespect y'all. But if you wanted me to state it, Sharp, you're nowhere near my level, not in my pinky finger when it comes to content, my brother. You do a cool thing arguing and shouting at chicks, my nigga, but come on, bro. There's levels to this. While you were still on the trap, nigga, I was building this whole shit that y'all existing. That studio wouldn't be there if I wasn't me, nigga. Let's be very clear, brother. You'd have been still on the track pimping hoes, brother. So let's just keep it a bean. I'm telling only the facts. When everybody outside of the niggas who are on radio, when they think about everything going on now, they think about the Godfather to be me. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm not mincing no words. Let me not bring it back. This is not passive aggressive. Sharp, you can never be me. In content, you will never be, there's nothing you could ever do in history, in content, that niggas will say Sharp and Akademiks in the same bracket. Ever. This is a fact. Neither none of your coworkers, but it's not even a diss. It's facts. I predate you. I predate the organization you work for. That's not passive aggressive. Now, maybe my tone is a little fucked up at times because y'all might be like, oh, he's sounding aggressive. I get that. And if you get at me about the tone, it's whatever. But make no mention about it. I don't think none of y'all niggas, every day I talk to a nigga who said they've been inspired by me. Nigga, I've been doing this for so long. I'm sorry to say, I'm not about to sit here and act like we competing. I'm not about to sit here at all. My nigga, y'all work for, I'm going to just say this to any nigga. Y'all niggas work for no jumper. I built this shit. And if y'all live and I'm live, they coming to me. Stop it, bro. You know what I mean? It's not passive aggressive. You know I gave props to niggas like AD and T-Rail and them because, bro, my nigga, like with all due respect, like, it's like that nigga Dylan Brooks. You not about to out. You're not gonna be LeBron, but it don't mean you can't be great. It don't mean you, nigga, I'm the chief keef of this shit. I'm sorry to tell y'all. And if I'm not, y'all tell me who. Because I don't see, I don't hear y'all name unless I hear the platform. And without the platform, without me, I don't think the platform gets there. The nigga done told me already, you one of my biggest inspirations. So what are we talking about? So when I say and I'm talking my shit, it's like Chief Keef talking the shit that I inspired all these niggas. It might hurt, but it is what it is. That's not passive aggressive. That's what it is. Now, I'm not no hater. I've given the props. Like, you know why I call y'all name out? Because in reality, like, nigga, like, Sharp and me don't even, like, are we fucking, nigga, I've done 4 billion views. Billion. It's not, it wouldn't even, when I give y'all props, it's because I like what y'all doing. And y'all are furthering this. Y'all, I hope to bring the baton to places maybe I couldn't go. But don't be acting like I'm just like passive aggressive, pussy, just, oh no, I'm not doing that. When I mention y'all name like that, it's because I see the brand playing with me. I shout y'all out because I think y'all are talented. And I ain't gonna say you're not talented. But Akademiks is another level, brother. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Ak is another level, my nigga. If that's the passive aggressive, let me say it again. To everybody who's in this new space, Akademiks is another level. If that's surprising to you, you got to learn life. It ain't me, nigga. You have to learn life. The shit you're trying to do, I created the shit. It's like me, I don't know how big you were in the pimping game. That's like me going in the pimping game and be like, yeah, I'm the nigga now. I'm the guy. Who the fuck is this? Or this nigga be acting. No, nigga. The shit y'all doing, these little microphones y'all talking on, the commentary y'all keep giving. Just like when Soulja Boy told me, yo, a lot of y'all niggas wouldn't be on YouTube if it wasn't for me. First, I was like, well, I'll be the. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Soulja Boy was here for a long time. All right, get your props. But Sharp, I'm not getting at you personally. I'm getting at the brand. I like what you're doing because I think you have a good lane. We all start with a lane. And I know you're interviewing your guests, so like, you're doing your thing. It's cool. But I'm not being passive aggressive. What I feel, I state and I sit on. It's a reason why it takes about 5 of y'all niggas and y'all almost killing each other over there to go to get on YouTube and have 15,000 watching y'all. Nigga, I'm just reacting to some regular shit. And I got 15,000 right now. I'm reacting to y'all niggas come out and doing some dumb shit. And I got the same amount. When I start popping my shit, it's like y'all trying to act like I'm gonna drag my nuts on the whole game. I'm sorry to say. All y'all niggas, y'all gonna have to respect the fact that I'm the chief key for this shit. If you're not gonna do it, then I gotta shit on y'all. I'm sorry. Once y'all get into this talk space when it comes to culture and hip hop and YouTube, I'm sorry. Big Act name is right up there. Matter of fact, they usually stop calling names after my name. They don't call no more names after that. Y'all tell me what name they call. So that's why when I'm showing love to AD, because I like what he doing. So I haven't seen a black man win. I like what you're doing too. I think you should start your little platform. Or have like a little one-on-one show on the low. That's not me hating, brother. That's just me saying that, listen, if you think it's passive-aggressive, I will state it directly. Add everybody up in no jumper, nigga. Even the editors who keep exposing house phone. Y'all are still pinky-level talent. Is that direct enough?
Yeah, like,
bro, what is you talking about,
pick a
bro?
side, man. Like, it sounds
bro,
crazy.
like I call that passive aggressive.
Right.
Like you acting like you cool, nigga, but you really not cool. You really don't fuck with what we doing.
You waiting for your moment,
and you waiting for your moments. You know. But I get it though. Everybody got a job.
For sure.
Everybody got a job, man. I guess his is to be passive aggressive.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Like, nigga, like, what are you saying? You're saying it without trying to say it.
Right.
You know.
So the people want to know. We all just watched episode 4 of Crazy in Love. Can we know what happened in the moment that before the cameras arrived and your head was bleeding?
Yeah. So I mean,
Do we really get
it wasn't even that deep. I'm gonna just touch the surface. Like,
touch what surface?
you know, sometimes she has a day where she's feeling like
There you go.
in her best, and some days she having
Now
days
you
where
just know. Don't even touch the surface.
she's
when you
easily
talking to
triggered.
me.
You hear me talking?
Papa,
Do you hear me talking?
can we not talk
Yes or
about it?
no?
I
You want me to
hate
embarrass you or not?
Why the fuck you want to embarrass me?
Because
That's
when
weird.
I'm talking, you shouldn't be talking.
That's weird. I don't want to talk about it.
So what had happened, Blue?
Thank you.
This is where it's a little different because honestly, Blue's trying to have a conversation with Sharp, right? And it looks like, unfortunately, the reasoning of why this happened is more complicated. Which, by the way, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not that this is a good thing. I'm gonna give them credit. I thought this was like completely. I even when I posted, I'm like, yo, that's some good fake blood. I thought it was some good, but it's a real hit. In reality, I believe that BlueFace might have done some shit that kind of spurred it, and I think that's why she's trying to say I'm not trying to jump on the sword for it. This is why I feel like this isn't what we think it is, or at least this is BlueFace controlling the whole plot. I'm gonna tell you why. If they're both in on it, she's supposed to be like, yeah, I did this. She's trying to save face. Let's not talk about it. Blah 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 blah. He knows he got to give the story because you're on an interview. It is what it is.
What do you mean? What happened?
So she was having one of them days where, you know, it's like an easy fuse lit. And I was when we pulled up to the house, there was some white dude sitting on the stairs. So I'm fucking with him, like, oh, you look like this, you look like that, you know, just fucking with him. She took it upon herself to like trying to like kind of defend him, like, why are you being mean to him?
What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about me, and then I called you a bitch. I said,
we gotta
why
say
you being a bitch?
we gotta say what led up to
and
that
then
though.
You
We can't just say that.
Fired off.
Why you say that to your
did
man
what I
though?
did.
Thank you.
That's your man.
Let's answer that.
Like, think about it. Don't you think that like put
Okay, my man called me a bitch. So why are you being a bitch? Like, why are you being a bitch?
But that's still your man.
He gotta call me a bitch.
That's your man.
Okay, that's weird.
That's your man at the
That's
end
weird.
of the
If
day.
he called me a bitch,
Why
you're a
you with
bitch
him?
too. You're
If
a
he's
bitch.
weird, if he's
You're a
weird,
bitch too.
if
You're a bitch
listen,
too.
if he's
You're a
weird,
bitch too.
if he's
You're a
weird,
bitch too.
if he's
That's
weird,
You're a
that's
bitch
cool.
too.
Can't
But
get
if
through
he's
there,
bro.
weird,
What?
but if
Can't
he's
get through
weird,
there.
why-
That's an interesting thing. And this is where, and again, you know, I have an ability to disassociate. this is where I think Sharp is good. I think Sharp could be a therapist. You know, I think it takes someone like Gina or someone else to probably make it palatable. But I think Sharp is good at figuring out these isms and nuances, whatever. So she calls out and say, yo, well, look at how you're talking to him. You're disrespecting your man. She's saying, well, if he calls me a bitch, he's a bitch too. He's trying to make a point, but she's getting offended. You get what I mean? He's making a decent point too.
Don't call me a bitch if you don't want to be a bitch too.
You can't get through to her.
Don't call me a bitch if you don't want to be a bitch too.
You don't think that demasculates your man, son?
That's a fact.
You don't think that
make him feel low?
My nigga, are you listening? You're just talking for one person.
I'm listening.
You're not. You're talking for one person. How?
You're not listening because you're not even.
Hey, I'm going to also tell you what I believe is happening here. I could be wrong, though. You know, I'm not saying I'm always right. BlueFace brought his girl. Sometimes, you ever been arguing with your girl? It's a reason why niggas watch Fresh and Fit with their girl. You've been telling your girl that this is how shit goes or blah, 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 blah. Your girl ain't listening because it's coming from you. And she just think you a fuck nigga and she think you're just not acting like how she think you should act. So you know what you do? You try to expose her to someone else who says the same thing as you to reinforce that you're not crazy. And you're basically saying, yo, everything I've been telling you, look, why he tell you the same thing? It's one of those. I know mad niggas who watch Fresh and Fit with a girl because they want to do this or they want to blah, blah. They want them niggas to say that their girl could be like, oh, babe, I thought you were crazy, but I heard this. Same probably with Sharp. People are like, yo, let's watch a Sharp interview. Look how he's dealing with her. Babe, you see what I'm talking about? It is what it is.
Let him talk.
But you're saying the little man shit. I get it. That's the thing. So but it's not a thing.
She's not too good at letting
people talk. If you're like calling me a bitch
responding,
too.
She kind of
he could say this is a double standard shit.
Well, Rock, explain yourself.
Fuck that double standard.
What happened in that moment? Why did you call him a bitch?
Because I felt like I was played with, and then every time he felt like he played with, he called me a bitch.
So every time I hear you always say he's playing with you.
So you feel like if I can't disrespect you,
if I feel like I can't call you a bitch.
Playing with her, you ask her.
She's easily.
I watch it. You always say he playing. You be like, why you playing with me, my nigga?
Yo, and this is what I was trying to say. Like, yo, Sharp was saying I'm passive aggressive. No, nigga, I just believe I'm the best in the content game, nigga. I think I'm Hall of Fame, nigga. I think you niggas is trying to get there. You feel me? That's it, brother. It's cool, but I like you still. You feel me? It's like right here, I agree with this nigga right here.
I get it. That's the thing.
So, yeah,
but it's not a thing.
She's not too good at letting people talk.
If you're like calling me a bitch
responding,
too.
She kind of
he could say this is a double standard shit.
Well, Rock, explain yourself.
Fuck that double standard.
What happened in that moment? Why did you call him a bitch?
Because I felt like I was played with, and then every time he felt like he played with, he called me a bitch. So
every
if
time
I call you a bitch,
you always say he's playing with you.
So you feel like if I can't disrespect you,
I feel like I can't call you a bitch.
Playing with her, you ask her.
She's easily.
I watch it. You always say he playing. You be like, why you playing with me, my nigga?
Easily.
Why you always doing that weird shit?
All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. And if I say a bitch, she can say, okay, cool. Like if you could call me a bitch, I could call you a bitch back. Straight up.
What happens?
He don't feel that way, so we fought. That's that. Like what?
Did you learn anything from it?
What do you mean, learn anything from it?
Other than getting a fight.
What do you mean, learn anything from it?
By coming together with your man and saying, you know what, baby, we not going to be on that anymore because I really do fuck with you and respect you. Church, I don't know if she really do at that point. If she going to roll her eyes.
Hey, yo, chat, what do you mean by when he say church? Church?
Nah, she's very.
If you're called a bitch by a nigga,
I should be able to call you a bitch back.
Yeah, I could be able to call you a bitch back. But just because it's a double standard thing, I think that's unfair. Don't talk to me about the unfair shit.
We heard that.
Don't talk to me about the double standard shit.
Can you let them talk?
I'm done with that.
Always say this. Okay.
Well, hold on. I want to hear what Gina's about to say. What you about to say?
Because
I was just
going to say bitch and you make it common.
The perception is just different just because of how much we've seen you be the aggressor so much. So that's why people is looking at it.
I see like the aggressor.
That's why people is looking at it like you're just instantly the one that's the disrespectful one because of what people see you doing.
You think that I'm the disrespectful?
Yes.
You are. Yes. We can all attest.
This is your intervention today. We tricked you.
Everybody tell her real answer. Yes.
We tricked you today. This is really an intervention. Welcome.
That day, you called me a bitch for no reason.
Can y'all tell us what happened?
You got active. You got active and I got active back.
Let's stay on that day.
Like, what are you talking about?
Back and forth. So, yeah, that day, like I said,
I'm about to let you
I'm playing with the white dude.
What she kind of says here, which kind of showcases a relationship. She says, I'm not going to let you hit me. So I don't know if she's saying that he hit her first.
Playing with the white dude or whatever.
Bitch.
And I guess she felt some type of way about, I don't know, about him. So she's like, man, leave him alone.
It's not even that. He keeps saying him.
I said, what?
Whatever he said, I thought he was talking about me. He kept saying he was,
It was a miscommunication.
Yeah, like he like.
Definitely not.
It had to be because I was like, oh yeah, you a bitch for that. He like, ooh, wham. I wasn't even talking to you. I'm talking to the other nigga. Ooh, wham. Like, what are you talking about?
Rock, have you ever have you ever had a sober day?
Shut the fuck.
That's a good point. Hey, see, this is another thing. Hey, one thing, you know, in me watching Sharp a little bit is that he don't do the disrespect shit. Myron don't do it neither. There's a bunch of dudes who, you know, kind of deal with women and kind of do either mediation or commentary or give game, so to speak. They don't do the disrespect shit. You could tell she's been disrespecting Blue every day. So what usually happens is sometimes that guy brings his woman outside that she could try what she tries on him, on someone else, knowing that other nigga's gonna check her. Because in reality, if he approved of her behavior, watch, he about to check it. If he approved of her behavior, when he tried to check her, he would try to check him. That's not what happens. That's what I'm telling you. Blue just needed another nigga to pretty much tell her what it is.
He like, ooh, wham. I wasn't even talking to you. I'm talking to the other nigga. Ooh, wham. Like, what are you talking about?
Rock, have you ever have you ever had a sober day?
Look.
Shut the fuck up, yes.
Shut the fuck, little watch.
No, don't tell me to shut the fuck up. Hey, I'll listen to me. I'm being very cool.
You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me.
No, I'm being very cool, but you come and disrespect.
See? He's checking it. He's checking it. See what he's checking? This is what I'm saying. Blue's whole job here was trying to get this nigga to check his girl. You see how quick Blue was down to fight his brother? If you rocking that heavy for your girl, how is this nigga checking your girl and you're gonna be like, nah, nigga, my bitch can tell anybody to shut the fuck up. You don't agree with this shit. You just want somebody else to tell her.
That's your fucking problem. Couldn't have been mine. You wouldn't have did half of that shit.
You're not really talking to me.
That's on Jesus Christ. You wouldn't have did that.
Nah, he checking it.
Go ahead. What happened? What happened?
You wouldn't have did none of that shit.
And if you do watch this dude, like, you know, he's pretty good at what he does. You know, he has these conversations with women. I'm wondering what he would have done. Like, what could you do with a modern woman now if she is getting disrespectful and talking out of turn? How do you handle that? She in your crib. You got your shit around. She could break your shit. She could fucking, like, how do you deal with that?
You're not really talking to me. It's cool.
So Blueface was talking to somebody else.
You're not really talking to me. I can drink liquor. I can drink liquor.
Right, it's the liquor.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, bro.
Well, let's finish the story. So
toxic.
Got over 60,000 over my body. Like,
so
boy, you talking about all that weird shit. Like,
but you're still toxic.
Nigga, nobody's toxic.
You have 100,000 on your body.
If I feel the way I feel, I feel the way I feel, nigga. If I feel disrespected,
you're toxic.
I feel disrespected.
That's your man.
You feel disrespected.
That's your
he's my man.
Not
okay,
just a nigga
cool.
off the street.
This is the same nigga that will call me a bitch. So what do you mean?
What do you think?
What are you talking about?
Do you do something?
What are you talking about?
Do you do something?
Nigga, it's not even that.
Do you feel like when he calls you one, are you acting like that?
And I can't say it back without a fight.
You saying it should be justified?
He called me a bitch? Okay, cool. When I call him a bitch, it's a fight.
That shit ain't justified.
Straight up.
Gina, know how to talk to your man.
Crazy. Don't do that woman shit.
It's not a woman shit, bro. She know what's going on, nigga. If you,
Check, I'm gonna pause this real quick because y'all keep saying check Twitter. Like, you know, the Twitter's already there. Y'all just want me to, like, y'all trying to have me just go crazy on Blueface. All right, let me tell you this, right? So Blueface, he responded to the whole thing about the house. His house is in pre-foreclosure. First of all, let me just be honest with you. The house that's in pre-foreclosure, Blueface has been claiming is his. It's not in his name, okay? It's not even in, like, an LLC that belongs to him. It's in another person's name. I don't want to get too much into this, and it's the reason why he's tweeting this out. But again, let me just be very honest with you, okay? He says they're trying to take my second house. Neither house, I believe. I know that house I'm talking about is not in his name, but he says it is his, okay? Because the police has labeled it as a nuisance to the area due to too many 911 calls for robberies and shootings, fights, etc. I know Act 38, and had a way of trying to say he had more dough than me, but money can't fix everything. Ak has one house he's renting. Well, first of all, let's just Google pre-foreclosure, okay? You know, it took about 3 days for him to answer that claim. Pre-foreclosure occurs when homeowners fails to make mortgage payments, prompting the lender to issue a notice of default. This is a legal notice, means the lender has begun the process of foreclosure. To some, the term pre-closure refers to a type of real estate listing. Okay? Regardless of why the reason is, it means the mortgage company, which means usually the bank, is saying you're negligent. And because you're negligent, you stand to lose the house. I don't care what you try to say. Maybe you're trying to say, oh, you could make the payments. Well, nigga, you have a mortgage, which means you are at the fucking behest of that motherfucking mortgage company. If BlueFace shows and proves that where I'm living is and this is a bet. I bet $1 million with him, $1 million with Wack, and $1 million with whoever run their whole situation. You can't prove that I have a mortgage nor a car loan. I do lease at least one car. I won't lie. At least one car. I have 5 cars. At least one car. That's my everyday car because I got to switch it out. The rest of the cars, Lambo, R8, G-Wagon, all that shit, I own completely. I bought them cash. There was never no financing. My house, cash. The property I'm going to get in Miami will be cash. I have deeds, okay? If any of them could prove that, I have $1 million. I'm not going to go crazy on it because this guy just made up a whole fucking thing. I'm not going to expose where I live at, but and nor did I expose where he live at. But if he could come to show anybody who I'm renting from, I have $1 million for him, $1 million for Wack, and $1 million for anybody else. But they can't because I own it. The deed is upstairs in my safe. Okay? That's it. Sorry. So, again, good try, but here's the thing. You have a mortgage, buddy. And when you have a mortgage, you have to listen to the bank. And when the bank says they want their shit back, that's when they file pre-foreclosure, then foreclosure. I'll give you this, and I'll tell you this, what's happening. I've contacted a realtor out in LA, and they're closely monitoring the situation because I'm looking to buy your house. And when I buy your house, I'm going to do some really interesting things with it. Okay? If I'm renting, buy mine. Let's see who could get to whose house first. If you show up in here doing a stream, Act done lost. Act's out of here. If I show up at that camouflage piece of shit building and I'm taking a piss on the side of the wall and I say, I own it now, you will realize why you're getting concussions, okay? I have a realtor looking at it, and if, you know, we have to do a deal on it, but if they get this house for me, they're going to be definitely pretty up. But I'll just get this house just to laugh with a couple niggas. Let me not expose. All I got to say, this is the reason why I tweeted this out, okay? You know, and this is why I'm not going to go too crazy.
I think when Drake followed
the boys on drugs, okay? This is what the nigga said.
What did you think when Drake followed
her? I took it like he following me. Me and
BlueFace, it's no need for no more conversation. If I'm renting, buy it from the person who's renting to me, because I'm looking to buy your house, and I'm gonna kick you and Chrisean Rock out. I'm gonna throw both of y'all out aggressively. The LA County Sheriff is gonna come with me to the house, and I'm gonna show up with my realtor with a bottle of champagne and a nice little bow, and we're gonna throw y'all out, and y'all video cameras too. And I'm going to be in that little house where, from what I heard, because the realtor is now doing, like, they got to go through the bank to possibly, it hasn't hit the part where niggas could do tours. From what I'm hearing, mad shit is broken. All the fixtures destroyed. All the fuckery y'all have done, the realtor have told me that house isn't worth $1.5 million. It's a whole lot of broken shit. Okay? But I am petty. And I think I could gain a good $500,000 worth of content out of kicking you out of your own house. So that's where I'm at with it. The realtor is talking to it. So I'm going to give you a little tip. Unless you want act to embarrass you, pay your bill, nigga. Pay your bill. You can say I'm renting or whatever the case is. You got no proof of that. And not only do you not have any proof of that, you don't have nobody saying that I ain't paying my bill. Pre-foreclosure, homeowner fails to make payments. You could say it's whatever. We got no proof of that. Pay your bill or I'm going to put you on the street. And I'm going to have a great time in your house. I'm throwing a big party. Big party. Okay? And I'm going to invite your jeweler that you got tatted on your head. And I might have them make me a big act piece. But I'm going to pay them. You ask them for a loan. I'm going to pay them. I got $60,000 for them. I just wanted to make a piece. Big act. Okay? You see how I'm treating you? If you was that nigga, you would treat me like that if you claim I was renting. But you can't. You're a peon. I'm laughing at you. Your house is online saying it's in pre-foreclosure. Okay. You say you got 2 houses. Perfect. Show the deed to the other one. Is it in your name? I'm watching this interview. This interview, you're going to say, oh, well, we only get, well, in rap, you're the boss, but you're not really the boss. You don't get the money. We only get paid off of advances, then we don't really get nothing. It's the reason why you don't own your house. I'm going to buy your house, BlueFace. I might shoot a music video like Drake and Jumbotron and show off all your shit. This is a little football field he'd be trying to like catch the passes on. This is the shit that, yeah, I'm going to do that. If you think you that much of a boss and I'm renting, buy mine. I'm down to do big bang, take little bang. I got a realtor on it trying to get your shit. Get a realtor to get my shit. I have $1 million in cars and a $2 million house. Try to get them. Okay? Until then, enjoy the drugs you're on, brother. All right, back to the video.
I understand that.
We're politicking.
Rock, I understand that, but we're also
that shit really hurt me.
No, I understand.
That shit really hurt.
Wait, look.
So if I can't call you a bitch, you can call me a bitch, and we're gonna fight. Because I called you a bitch.
You just can't listen to nobody. Huh?
I understand if you call me a bitch, I should be able to call you a bitch back. However, you're still responsible for your response to that. And I don't think hitting him with glass was the correct response.
You hit him with glass?
Yeah.
That's not even what happened. Look,
my hand is cut up.
So that's what happened.
And I can't use my good hand.
So you gotta keep talking.
And if a nigga like play me, what do you mean, babe? What did we ready to say? If I'm about to be quiet and I'm about to be painted as the bad picture.
You're not painting.
This is where I could understand what she's saying. You know, it took me a while to understand. She's basically saying, yo, yeah, people saw what they saw on camera, but they don't know that you put your hands on me first, or they don't know that you were being violent first, or that you said something. Even though I would not agree that even if he called her a bitch, she should not throw a fucking Henny bottle or a glass on him. I don't agree with that. Okay? I don't agree with that at all.
That's cool.
Well, let's finish the story and then respond.
I'm really cool with you.
You're not even telling the story. You're making it seem like I hit you first.
Getting warm?
Let's just not even talk about it if I ain't hit you first.
All right, so basically, she felt some type of way.
Oh, all right. Did I hit you first?
So she said, you acting like
Did
a bitch.
I hit you first?
I said, damn,
okay,
why you doing that?
I hit you first.
So she had this little cut on her hand from weeks prior. She had to cut herself, and I knew that was...
Somebody said, send Chrisean Rock a gift on Valentine's Day. Nah. You know, I don't really try to do that. As I said, me and BlueFace were in an insult match. I don't think we're at the point where, like, it's immediate violence. I don't think so. And because of that, I wouldn't play with his lady. This is the love of his life. This is his Beyonce. I've told y'all, this is his Beyonce. You get what I mean? And, yeah, nah, I wouldn't do that. Somebody says send her. Nah. Next thing he says that I'm infatuated with him, like how he said Drake is infatuated with him.
It was a sensitive spot.
But by the way, this is nothing from Drake. This is just Akademiks' interpretation. You know why he said this shit about Drake? He thought he was gonna have a song with Drake, and Drake did what he does to a lot of niggas who he puts in limbo mode. Drake puts niggas in limbo mode to say, if you last a few more months, let's rock. He did that with Jack Harlow too. And then what happened? He gave Jack Harlow that song, Churchill Downs. He gave him the verse. With BlueFace, people were wondering he was going to be a one-hit wonder. He had a wave, 6ix9ine locked up. Oh shit, this might be the guy. Remember Cardi B jumped on a song? Drake was like, oh shit, this might be the move. Quickly, he proved that he was just gimmicks. He wasn't as talented as maybe Drake or not even, I don't want to even say talented. He wasn't going to hold the culture like how anyone thought he would. And Drake didn't give him the fucking verse. Get mad all you want, nigga. The fuck? He mad at Drake, nigga. He ain't get the verse, nigga. That's what's up, nigga. You know, listen, you know what the funny thing is? Drake following your girl. Yo, you see this right here? This is how you get your girl in a song, my nigga. This is how all this shit like acting like, this is how you get your girl in a song, my nigga. Because trust me, she's going to the embassy and she's not acting up, brother.
What did you think when Drake followed her?
It was a countdown. That's what you should have said. It's a countdown till she's on the private jet, the cargo joint, and she's landing at the embassy, nigga. That's what you should have said, nigga.
I took it like he following me.
No, he's not. Trey don't give two fucks about this nigga.
No, me and him have a past where he was a fan of me at one point in time. And then so, my offspring, obviously he gon', mm-hmm. It will, it's just kind of a infatuation with me.
Infatuation?
But, through her.
Yo, save this clip for when she lands at the embassy, bro. Save this clip. Anyway, let's get back to it.
So I said, hey, watch your mouth. And I squeezed her in. Mm-hmm. And she just turned up instantly, like, oh no, whoopty-whoop-wham. And so she started coming on to me. And so, yeah, that's how that happened. So as she coming on to me, I'm like, deflecting, obviously wrestling with her.
Next, can we go to the next
question? So once she realized she couldn't beat me, she went outside, she went for a walk. She came back with a glass cup in her hand. I kid you not. I locked the fucking sliding door. I'm like, all right, she finna come do some fried shit. She went for a walk. She came back with a glass cup. I locked the door on her. She like, open the door. I'm like, come on, I'm a crip. I ain't finna like.
Walk out and give it.
No, I opened the door.
Pass
boom.
me that cup over there, Church.
Open the door. Boom. She started coming close to me with that glass. I'm like, ooh, I know she finna hit me with this glass, right? So I'm like, hold on. Nah, she don't need nothing. She good. Don't baby.
Hey. This is where I would say I think Sharp, because I think Sharp is trying to give her more liquor, and I think BlueFace knows, bro, she's beyond her limit. You gotta, like, again, I can't really blame the host because like many shows people drink and they know their limit. Again, as much as the thing when you're dealing with women, a lot of times you gotta act like they're children, right? So, if a man is belligerently drunk and acts up, if he says something dumb and gets knocked the fuck out, you know what we would say? We would be like, yo, well, bro, you should know your limit. You shouldn't be drinking like that. But when a woman does that, it's like, yo, why? Like, yo, you should have known her limit. Why did you, even though she's asking for liquor, why did you give her more? So it's different. I think Blue knows this about her, but the host don't. So I can't even blame Sharp. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just trying to
That's gonna make it worse.
Hey, I can handle it.
Don't give her too much attention. It's gonna make it worse. So look.
What do you mean too much attention? Why are you doing that? I'm not against you right now. Stop being like that. We just not talk about this fucking stupid ass.
Usually you cool. You like
I'm cool.
Now you just being like.
How? Because
obnoxious.
Because you're trying to say I started it. Like, nigga, like I hit you first. I didn't hit you first. Don't say that.
I wish you knew that your response to stuff means more than what somebody did first or second. Your response Speaks for you.
Okay, but I didn't.
What happens first?
BlueFace talking to her sound like a wannabe pimp. I kid you not. But she's just drugged up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think alcohol is the biggest problem here.
First or second has nothing to do with you. Your response is what just throws you off the fucking
Did
shit.
you hear them what they say though?
Did I say I hit you first?
It's not even that.
Did I
you
say
hear
you
what
hit me
they
first?
said though?
Fuck what they said.
Yeah,
they wasn't there.
Fuck about
We're
who hit
talking
who
to
first.
them.
Worry about what exactly.
Okay.
So let's get the story straight.
Okay.
Instead of going, what you said is
Fuck what they said.
Okay, so
Fuck what they said. I'm saying like if they're saying what they're saying.
Fuck what they saying. If we saying fuck what they saying, why you saying what they saying?
Because we're interviewing with them and you was agreeing with the same niggas we saying fuck what they saying. What you saying? You just say fuck them.
I'm not making no sense.
How I'm not making no sense?
So she came back with the cup.
Yeah, she came back with the cup. I'm like, I know she's not finna do this. Open the door. She start acting like she finna hit me with the cup. I'm like, bro, if you hit me with this cup, like it's gonna go up. Like, don't do that. So I kind of like
Henny done, okay?
turned to the side and I dip. She threw the cup right at my head. Boom! It went up.
I wanna speak on some. For
It's
real.
not even. Why we gotta?
I'm not even
speak on
talking
that
about.
shit?
I'm not talking about that. Can I speak?
Let's talk about some money.
Give me 2 seconds. I used to
talk
look
about
at
a
women
cup
like this. They
and
used
how I
to
went
be
through
able
his
to beat
head.
us emotionally. Now they want to try to fight us physically. You can't beat us physically. But y'all knew what y'all could do was beat us emotionally. Y'all knew how to hit us where it really hurt, on the inside.
Exactly.
Women don't even do that no more. It's immediately external. Bow, I
Yeah,
want to
now-
hurt you physically.
Sharp, look,
but you
this
can
what
hurt
it
us
is.
really
Sharp,
mentally
this
and
what it is.
emotionally. But they don't, it's like women have lost that.
Sharp, this is what it is. It's that equality shit. Just how you see how they agree. Oh, if you call me a bitch, I should be able to call you a bitch too.
Then
How-
take what comes with
How
that.
is that so if you have a
Right.
vagina and I have
We
a
were
penis?
we were taught to take off on
Jalen,
people that
speak
call us
up.
bitches, right?
They're not.
They're not.
Their
If
friends
a
can
nigga
call
call
them,
you a
hey
bitch, you
bitch,
can't
what's
say bitch
up?
back.
With the word bad,
Bitch,
it's
what?
It's a flawed double standard. That's just what it
But
is.
there's
It's just a
plenty-
flawed double
But
standard.
listen, Gina, there's plenty of those that work in favor of you guys, right?
Yes.
Such as dealing with women,
This is where Blueface started making some sense, I'll be honest.
such as hitting a man,
Yeah.
such as...
No, I don't agree with hitting a nigga. I don't
but
play
I'm
with
saying,
domestic
But I'm saying,
violence.
regardless, if you hit me or if you hit me, it's gonna be looked at as like a joke. If I hit her, people are gonna really feel like.
Well,
That's
I
You're the aggressor. You're the abuser.
so I've said before that I
just
have an
wait, hold on,
issue.
Gina. Just like you said, it's a flawed. You guys have way more of those
the fuck going
in
on?
y'all favor.
Yeah.
So why you can't take one?
I done took a laundry bag full.
Take one flaw, double standard.
I took a laundry bag full
Man,
of
you have a new
bitches. That's
show.
why I said I
Man, you
understand
have a
what
new
she's
show.
saying.
Bro, y'all
I
have
understand
so many
it.
flawed
I just don't
favors.
agree with what happened. But I understand what she's trying to say. Do I agree with her calling you a bitch? No.
I get what she's saying too, but in closing of that,
Not like that, but I don't agree.
in closing of that, we were taught that when you get called a bitch,
you want to say bitch, say it.
This is the thing. If
Right or wrong.
we continue the pattern with a guy, at some point we got to be the person to say, let's
Lay
stop
down.
it.
Lay down. You gotta be submissive.
I know your mama taught you that. Like, hey, well,
Yeah,
if you
like-
call somebody a bitch, you just got to be prepared for what comes after that. People taught me that shit. Straight up, you call a grown ass man. You call a grown ass man a bitch.
What come after that is me calling you.
Sharp,
By the
listen.
time I get to calling a
Hold on,
nigga a
Gina,
bitch,
hold
I'm
on,
already
hold
done.
on,
Gina,
bitch,
hold on,
though.
Gina and Sharp. So this day that we fought with this cup, she called me a bitch first. Ask her about what made her call me that. Ask her.
Because I felt like play with, like whatever he said.
How so? What I said?
I don't really remember.
Just tell him, don't play with me, my nigga.
She don't
You
remember.
can tell
that.
him like that, like, don't play with me before we really get into it.
all right,
Don't
so
play
you
with
know-
me. I'm finna trip.
Hey, I can
Look,
feel
we
that.
we're talking and shit, and then the way you talking is like weird. Like he's just disrespecting me. So I'm like, yo, why you being a bitch? She like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh
But you
yeah.
just
You
wait,
call me a
hold
bitch
on,
all
hold
the
on.
time.
But you just said if I call you a bitch, you should be able to call me one back, right? Is that wait? Don't think for a
But
woman
you
right now.
call
Hold
me a
on,
bitch
hold on.
regularly,
That's what she
like-
said, right?
Without
Wait.
repercussion, yes.
Bro.
Okay, so if I don't call you a bitch first and you call me one first,
That's wrong.
All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to show where she's getting a little toxic. Here we go.
The cups and
it's
getting.
Look, back to Hennessy.
You were
It's
getting.
not Hennessy. I'm talking.
but I'm saying, listen.
I would love for her to just be on
Right,
champagne.
so do you-
I start sipping some rosé
Fuck
and
champagne.
things.
Fuck
Fact, she should be drinking, like, literally champagne.
I know you want to be on that.
Nigga,
that
we
dog fight.
here.
Disrespecting
Rock, do you-
Nobody
disrespect the
I'm
other.
not disrespecting.
Why does she mix Hennessy with Fanta? That doesn't mix good. Yo, Chrisean, listen, I know we're not the best of friends, but I'll give you some good mixes for that Henny.
No, I'm not. I'm coming. How you coming? Let's go.
No, he's not coming like that,
You
though.
done got up. You done did all types of
Nobody's
extra
coming
shit.
like that.
No, we're keeping all this.
You the only person coming like
All
that.
right, I have a question.
I ain't say erase it. I said run that shit back.
I have a question, Rob.
What? I mean, not what, but yes. No, because I'm defensive right now. You know?
You don't have to be defensive. We listening.
You was our
It's
friend
a sensitive
15 minutes
topic.
ago.
What's
We
the
was
sensitive
worried about
topic?
your feelings.
Everything. We're talking about a glass cup going through your head. You trying to say? You trying to say?
You want to act like you give a fuck, man?
You're trying. I always gave a fuck. You're trying to say, and you're trying to gaslight me. Just let me talk for myself. I don't like nobody.
Look at BlueFace. He kind of angling to the side because he know this Henny bottle would connect with the skull.
Set me up in a conversation. Let me talk.
By the way, she's getting emotional, and this is emotional drunk. Feel me? Usually, listen, I identify with this because at the end of my streams, when I think about how fortunate I am and I start thanking y'all, I get emotional. And I always because I love y'all. So like I get emotional while thanking y'all. This is emotional Henny drunk. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you know what I mean? It is vulnerability that people could take advantage of. You feel me?
Talk for myself. You saying what you're saying. You saying, okay, I disrespected you. Whoopty wham. I had no reason to disrespect you?
Yo, chat, was I crying? I wasn't crying, nigga. Like, was I crying, chat? Who said I was crying? Who said I was crying? I was crying, chat. I was. Like was tears coming out my eyes. Somebody said snot was in my nose. Y'all lying, man. Man, I hate when y'all start lying on me, man. All right, let me go to YouTube. YouTube ain't gonna lie. YouTube, I was lying. I was not. I was crying. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I do love y'all differently though, and like I ain't gonna lie. When I feel like I give my whole soul, and I really go so hard with these streams. At the end of the stream, I get emotional a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I might not be the best thing, but like when I'm thanking y'all for everything. And I gotta get emotional. I'm gonna tell you why I get emotional too. Cause when I'm shitting on a nigga like BlueFace, I wouldn't be able to shit on him if it wasn't for y'all. So like I gotta thank y'all, and I love y'all for all that type of shit. All right, man. It's that Henny, man. It's that fucking Henny.
Yeah.
How?
What was the reason?
What do you mean?
If anybody disrespects
Whatever you said.
Listen.
Look,
But
whatever you said
that's the
triggered me.
move part. Like,
Whatever you
if
said
somebody
triggered
disrespects
me.
me, I can tell you exactly what they said, how they said it, which part I didn't like, and what triggered me.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna say
what happened, Rock?
bitch. Like, all right, if I feel disrespect, I'm like, and I say what I say. Like, all right, you been a bitch. He didn't take it like.
Wait, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I seen Drill upload clips with my hat off. I didn't even know I took my hat off. I'm gonna be honest with you. How long did I take my hat off for? How long did I take my... Yo, was I crying? Yo, that liquor was hitting me. It was hitting my soul, bro. It was hitting my... You know what it was? It was late. It's hitting my soul, and I looked up, and I was just watching y'all comments, and y'all was just saying so great, nice stuff to me. And, like, I was just like, damn. You know, like, I'm still one of them niggas, I'm like, damn, I don't deserve all this love type shit. Boys, I was drunk, I probably was. I'm good, though. I told I'm gonna give y'all... I'm gonna give y'all 2 more hours at least. We gonna get off of this in about 30 minutes, and then we got other topics. Don't worry.
How I said it, he like, oh, you call me a bitch? Yeah, what you mean? You call me a bitch all the time when you feel like I'm a bitch, you feel like I'm a bitch, so you gonna say it. So why can't I say you a bitch? Because I feel like you a bitch, like straight up.
Yeah,
You feel like it hurts your feelings when you say it.
So everyone, nigga.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not trying to blame this young lady here, Gina. This is why sometimes when you're talking and you're having a conversation, well, I don't think Sharp should be here. Also, to be honest, like if it's that conversation, but when a woman sees another woman, they'll try to express their feelings to another woman, hoping that woman could back up whatever they're thinking, and that makes them go harder. That's why she's talking to Gina. She's not even talking to Sharp. BlueFace talking to Sharp. She's talking to Gina.
Play with you,
Right.
and you feel like
Your
a
feelings
bitch.
was hurt.
And I say you a bitch, and then I'm like, okay, You always tell me when I'm a bitch. Why can't I tell you when you're a bitch?
Because-
Okay,
Bro, she's emotional right now.
that's weird.
Listen. You can
Straight up.
Wait, hold on, Gina. You can tell me that.
Bro, you say, oh, you need to remember word for word. I don't, bro. Because the one
That's
thing about
crazy.
me, one thing about trauma,
swearing your
I like
word?
to.
Yo, she drunk.
No.
Told you,
Like,
trauma.
I'm not drunk.
There it went.
One thing about trauma, one thing about shit that play with me,
Why do you
I
have
want
so
to
much trauma?
forget.
Why you have so
What
much
do you
trauma?
mean? I don't.
Right.
I'll say this though, BlueFace is triggering her. Like he's asking questions to set her off. He knows her way better than these two individuals, and he's asking questions to elicit some type of response. Listen,
That's what I asked earlier.
I
I
wanna
got
know, too.
detoured.
Why
Are
you
you
got so much
getting?
trauma?
Are you
I'm
getting
asking
it?
you why you have so much trauma.
Fuck the trauma. I'm talking about the situation
Well, you
we're
ain't brought it
talking
up.
about. You're trying to like change the subject and play with me because I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm
You
lit.
said we don't think
I'm
you're drunk.
lit, nigga.
We don't
I'm
think
lit.
you're drunk.
What's
we
up?
got your back.
The fuck?
Why are you
What's up?
acting like we're your enemies here?
I'm not.
yo, this nigga's hilarious.
I'm trying to talk to y'all. Y'all not letting me talk. Y'all trying to talk
We
for me.
are, but
Like,
talk to us
straight
like we
up.
fam. I was hella cool. We was
And then
hella
you're
cool
laughing.
20 minutes
Hold
ago.
on. Wait. Express
What?
yourself.
Let me
Express yourself.
drink?
All right, good.
This shit wild.
Rock, do you ever so I'm not against you. I'm here
I'm
with
not
you.
against
I'm
you.
listening.
Nobody here.
But
I ain't
I
trying to laugh
am-
and trying to
Nobody's
get a
against
joke.
you,
What
'cause
you
you
I ain't
saying?
against you. I might be.
My bitch gonna shut the fuck up.
Oh, here we go.
That's
Man,
not
that's
supposed to be.
weird.
Here we go.
I think I'm gonna finish the interview.
No, you're not.
Here we go.
I'm here
I'm
with
not
you.
against
I'm listening.
Here we go.
Nobody here.
But
I ain't
I
trying to laugh
am-
and trying to
Nobody's
get a
against
joke.
you,
What
'cause
you
you
I ain't
saying?
against you. I might be
Trying
against
to
certain
joke, but-
situations.
Stop playing with me.
Listen, I might be
That
against
was
certain
playing with me. Trying
situations,
to joke
but I'm not
what she
against
said,
her
what she
per
said.
se.
What are you playing
Nobody's
for?
against you.
What you playing
over
for?
here.
So
Lit.
It's
I
sensitive.
think I'm gonna finish.
What
the
you
interview.
playing for?
I think I'm gonna finish the interview.
No, you're not.
You wanna do it by yourself?
What do you mean? Do it
You
by
wanna do it? Or I'm
myself.
gonna do it. I'm
Are
not
you?
finna-
So, and you know, I was having this conversation with Van Lathan because Van Lathan was just like, "Yo, this is all BlueFace's fault." And as much as me and BlueFace are going back and forth on Twitter or whatever the case is I'm gonna be just honest about everything. I told Van, I said, "Did you watch the whole clip?" He said, "Oh, well, I seen a piece of it." I said, "Well," because he said that BlueFace was inherently wrong for instructing security to take her out. But he used this weird term. He said he instructed security to put hands on his girl. I'm like, he didn't instruct security to beat up his girl. His girl is acting a certain way in a public and professional environment, and he's trying to save face and continue, and he instructed security to remove her or at least separate them. And also, he said that he'll leave. It's not like he was like, "Oh, get this chick out of here." He said he'll leave. So this is the part where I think where, you know, I remember I was arguing with Van a lot about it. I'm like, "Van, you got to watch the whole thing." He literally said, "I'll walk out and you can do the interview then." And she's doing this toxic stuff. "Oh no, if you're not here, I want to do it." So he's saying, "Okay, are you going to act accordingly?" Look at her actions.
Looking at me.
Look,
Wait, listen.
she's grabbing in his face. You see, women and how they move around with men, or they grab your face, they doing whatever. They don't think that's triggering you. BlueFace just got out of concussion protocol. The boy got CTE. You think he wants somebody grabbing his face?
This is what I'm saying.
Look.
Fuck
No, cause you're
So he's trying to tell yo, chill, like, yo, bro, like, we back on camera, you still touching me in my face. If it was him grabbing her by her hair or pushing her and mushing her, everyone would be like, yo, he's an abuser, right? But when she does this,
In
look,
certain situations,
Look.
Stop playing with me.
listen, I might be
That
against
was
certain
playing with me, trying
situations,
to joke
but I'm not
when she
against
said
her
something.
per
Hold
se.
on.
Fuck
This usually when I talk, I'm used to a bitch shutting the fuck up. Listen
okay, so now he's saying
to
whatever.
what I'm saying, dissecting it, and then
They know she drunk. They brought the water. Remember I tell you, chat, if I'm too lit, tell me the water. They brought the water right here. The water bottle right here, chat.
part of
Her truth.
exactly.
I feel it.
This one right here, she just
Stop saying this one right here.
She
Talk
just-
See, once again, she's grabbing him.
to me. Look at me.
Look, she's grabbing his face again.
it's like
I'm right here.
Look. You see, yo, it's only like, look how she's moving with him.
I'm fucking right here. I'm right here.
Yo, he's smiling through it like, nah, child, he's trying to turn his face back. But really, and here's the thing, he could feel it. She about to give this nigga a vicious left hand and slap the nigga. She about to slap the protons out of this nigga, bro. She about to slap the senses out of him, nigga. Look, like he's trying to keep it cool.
Stop playing.
Yeah, chill. I'm trying to finish this shit.
Playing with me with Sharp.
Look, she in his face. Stop playing with me with Sharp, nigga. Look, he's quiet. Look.
I love you.
And then this is the thing with women, bro. They'll get emotional while they're getting physical with you. Oh, I love you, and you hear that crack of the voice like she about to cry. Like, why you got your hands on him though? That's what I'm saying. I think she's drugged up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how much he drank or whatever. He's still able to do what he got to do professionally, and she is not professional at all. He's trying to be professional. She's breaking out, oh, I love you. Bro, you know you could talk to him after y'all get off camera. This interview is to promote y'all show that's making y'all money. Why are you doing all this? But here's the thing, and this is why I blame BlueFace too. BlueFace knows she doesn't give a fuck about the cameras. That's why they're getting paid. She's going to do all this, and look how many... Look, Flacco just interviewed a nigga on No Jumper like 12 hours ago, got 8,000 views. 3 days for this shit, 2.8 million views. Why? Because this shit is a train wreck, and people like watching that. Here we go.
You were just talking in short, and
Look,
you
look.
trying to like isolate me from that conversation.
This is an interview, and she doesn't understand. This is why I said she's drugged up. She's saying to her boyfriend, you're talking to him, and you're isolating me from the conversation. Surely it's an interview. You can jump in, chime in. This, like, what do you think this is?
I love you. I'm sorry. If you want me to be the bitch you're talking about.
When women start using this, oh, I love you. I'm sorry I'm acting this way because I love you. Crazy. Just straight up crazy. Batshit crazy.
Oh, what you talking to Shark about?
She called a nigga shark.
I'll be that bitch.
What do you talk? And this is what I'm saying. Blueface is a little bit manipulative. Blueface has been through this shit with her 3,000 times. He knows how she finna behave.
You said any other bitch. Like what? I'll be cool and I'll be quiet. I'll be cool.
I speak for myself.
I'll be cool and I'll be quiet. Like I'll be cool.
If you're
like,
gonna be quiet, why are you still talking?
Cause I'm talking to you, man.
What are you talking about?
Cause Daddy, I'm talking.
Look how he leaning back. He leaning back like a nigga who knows his girl will pop on him. Let's be honest, chat. He leaning back. Yo, look at this nigga Sharp. Look at Sharp's face. He looking like, oh, this is great. Yo, if Sharp not running the bag up at No Jumper, nigga, he tweaking. He should be, though. But look at this. He leaning back on some shit. Look at this.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you how I feel.
So let's bring things.
Not to get hit like that.
Rock,
Once again, grabbing his face.
I have a question for you.
We're trying to get to
I'm
some
not
questions
being
here.
weird.
Look. Now she grabbing his chain.
For real, for real.
I don't.
Look. You see, you gotta watch these little things right here.
So let's bring
She
things.
grab his face. Focus on me.
Not to get hit like that.
Chill.
I have a question for you.
We're trying to get to
I'm
some
not
questions
being
here,
weird.
sweetie.
So you being weird.
For real, for real.
I don't care. I don't look bad. I look like myself.
Rock, I have a question for
Look.
you.
The
Watch.
fuck? They asking hard questions that nobody never asks.
This shit gotta be retarded. She said these are hard questions. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This chick acting like this is SATs. Y'all are asking hard questions. What's the questions? Why do you try to beat your man's ass?
And this is how I'm answering them straight up. If you don't want to be with me,
This is where, as I said, this is a lot of relationships, except, as much as I'm blaming them or I'm like, we're pointing this shit out, they're getting paid from this because this is a great promo. But in reality, if this was any normal two human beings who weren't gaining money from a reality show based on the drama that is around the relationship, this interview should have been terminated. The PR for both of them should have said, hey, this interview is over. Our client is intoxicated beyond the scope of what she could answer in an interview. We will come back another time. Please do not publish, whatever the case is. This shit is allowed to happen.
I fuck with that. She said her asking some hard-ass questions. I feel that shit. She said, hold on.
Ask them questions. So
We're trying here, baby, but...
Well, I have another hard question.
Hello, babe.
Look, she's grabbing his chain from the back. Look, he said, stop grabbing me.
Why not?
Look, she grabbing that nigga's chain like trying to yoke him up. She trying to choke the nigga out.
Come on.
Look. Now she about to snap this nigga hand, nigga. Look, and let me tell you this. You could tell, I ain't trying to say I know BlueFace character. If this nigga was at home, he would act in a certain way. But you could tell he's trying to use restraint. But she keep fucking testing him.
Hey, come on. Hey,
look, see, he's trying to laugh. He's trying to laugh at him. Now he's trying to get up and leave.
I'm going to step out and let y'all do the interview.
I'm going to step out and let y'all do the interview. And with every toxic woman, she only want to be toxic with you. It's not, she'll claim you're doing some shit to her, but if you try to remove yourself from a situation, she don't want to be a part of the situation anymore. Look.
All right.
Look, she don't want to do the interview if he not there. But she's grabbing him, choking him, doing everything.
What are you getting up for?
If he not doing the interview, she don't want to do the interview. So he's telling security, yo, y'all gotta handle her, bro. Like, what the fuck?
No, he about to sit back down.
Back in this room. Are you serious?
Heidi, either you gonna body slam or I'm body slam. You pick.
Psych.
Schoolyard. Pick one. I got security in here. Y'all better call me.
Psych.
Oh shit! The gangbanger finally got out of this nigga. Nigga said schoolyard. Schoolyard, nigga. If y'all got security here, y'all better call these niggas right now, nigga.
No, he about to sit back down.
Back in this room. Are you serious?
Heidi, either you gonna body slam or I'm body slam. You pick.
Psych.
Schoolyard. Pick one. I got security in here. Y'all better call me.
Psych, can you please help
Call
me?
your security.
Get some help with that, please. Thank you.
I'm about to do that to me, bro. Blue. Okay.
We got security with them. They're cool. Yeah, hey, please.
Jay, fix her. Better get the security quick. Get the security quick.
Come on, we got it. Hey, we just trying to get you right, sweetie. Come on now.
Sign up in here and you ain't got the security on standby. No, take her outside. Take her outside. Take her outside.
Okay.
Is Tone around?
Why is he dismissing me like that? Back up. Blue. Why are you not?
You're a good man, bro. You're a good man.
And you trying to act like I'm by myself like I didn't come with you.
Sick.
We know you came with him, sweetie, but right now it's just time to isolate that a little bit. Josh, everything under control? Everything good? Okay. We're fine.
Is the Mike's gonna pick that?
Exactly.
You're not.
Look at this.
He come here, bro. What are you like? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Blue, what are you doing that for?
Josh, don't worry. Whatever it is, me and you would. It's good.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, no cap. I want to say it. The way she moving right here.
Me and you would.
I agree.
We got
Take on the tongue. Yeah, please.
Right here?
He come here, bro. What are you like? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Look.
Blue, what are you doing?
Yo, she better be lucky her man BlueFace and not Tory Lanez. Trust me. Trust me. If her man's is Tory Lanez, She better lucky she got. If her man was Tory Lanez, bruh. Look, this is a big ass security guard struggling to bring this chick out. Look.
Don't worry. Whatever it is, me and you would in this shit for.
BlueFace, the rapper, died.
And that's it.
Right.
You feel me? I wanted to say BlueFace, the executive producer, the
So he's talking about, and this is the last part I'm gonna play. Then I'm gonna get off of this. He's talking about his rap career. He says some very important things, which I'm gonna focus on.
I'm gonna either fall in love with being the best at it, or I'm gonna fall out of love with deal with now.
I see you helping the fuck out of her.
It's gonna blackball you.
You gave her motion.
I knew she was damaged when I met her. You know, the show I throw, all the women be damaged clearly. But I don't know. She just.
Do you think this relationship is crippling your career?
Not at all. I mean, if you see me as a rapper, yeah, you'll see that. But I'm the type of person, like, I just want to be the best at things, right? So if I start to rap, once I become the best at it, I'm going to either fall in love with being the best at it, or I'm going to fall out of love with the whole shit. And rap is something I just fell out of love. Once I became best, top 10, I'm in this person's top 50 best rappers of all time.
Is that all you wanted?
This
Was
and that.
just to be on top and be like, all right, fuck it. You probably drive for goals. You're like, once I reach that goal, it's not fun no more.
Exactly.
It's not fun no more. Now you're looking for something to feed that need again.
Exactly. So I'm that type of person. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like that too.
from
though.
the ground up type of person.
Yeah.
Like, so once I'm at the top of my game at this sport, usually I'm gonna switch lanes. Like, okay, like, let me try this, cause it's like, I don't know. I don't like being put in a box. When I die, I don't
Facts.
want it to say BlueFace, the rapper, died.
And that's it.
Right.
You feel me? I want to say BlueFace, the executive producer, the rapper, the business owner, the family. You know, I want it to be like a big deal. Like, so, I don't know. I feel like this day and age, everybody trying to put me in the rapper box. You know, and it's like, I'm so far past. Gina, you watched me start a whole fucking bullshit show on OnlyFans.
The show not bullshit though.
It's not bullshit, but I'm saying you watched.
Yeah.
To him, he feels like he was just starting trying something.
That's
But
what I'm
you've
saying.
done
Yeah,
so
it was a
much, and I feel
project.
like people are not giving you credit for a lot of things that you've accomplished.
That's what I'm saying.
If you like, Tatiana was charted high as hell, #1.
And it's like,
I like to point this out. BlueFace Tatiana. Okay? I like to point this out. Like, yo, you know when I'm talking to a lot of niggas who fell off, we talk about their hit song like this hit song matters now. You feel me? That's the very sad part about it, okay? BlueFace been popping since about 2019, okay? It's 4 years now. And put like this, I ain't trying to call no artist because I interviewed some irrelevant niggas too. If we still talking about, damn, man, when that song came out like 5 years ago, that shit was fire. That's usually the sign that you fell the fuck off. If you ain't do nothing in the last 2 years, usually, if the point of conversation like, man, Tatiana was fire, nigga, that was 4 years ago.
it's crazy because they'll put people who've never charted top 10
Yeah.
in my lane. Like, this person.
No, you know who's in your lane, nigga? 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is the nigga who we thought you would have eventually passed because you real and you crippin'. Except you didn't become 1/20th of him. You just became a one-hit wonder.
Has not even one of the same accolades. We can't even go like view for view. Like, I don't know. That's what I don't like about rap though. Rap is like so temporary. Like,
Yeah.
the moment is so temporary, and that's why like when I became the best at it, I was kind of.
YouTube, I see y'all was trolling me earlier. 1 in the chat if BlueFace became the best at rap. 2 in the chat if he was never in the top 100 best at rap. He said once he became the best at rap. Nigga, where? 1 in the chat if he was ever the best. 2 in the chat if he's never been in the top 100. What in the fuck?
Like, man, fuck this shit. Like, this shit is.
Now, granted, I kind of understand what he's saying. You know, like, he did have success in the rap game. maybe as soon as he had some success, you know, he had a song that was doing pretty good. Maybe he just said, fuck it, right? All right, cool. But, like, you know, I think he's probably using the wrong words. He said he was the best. He was never the best. Never the best.
Like, it's kind of like gangbanging. Like,
Well,
you
it
can't
seems like-
prove
Yeah.
enough to people. Like,
Right. Well, it seems like you've took on this newfound. You producing, because I didn't know that you produced all that. Like you stood behind like your own show. You didn't just have the white man come in. No offense, white people love him to death, but we all know they kind of
the easy way.
That's the easy way.
Relationship ever broadcasted.
Really, just so
You
happened
with my sister, but it was just like
like when they all tried to corner you on when you went to go meet up with the
family.
father and the situation.
And the closest people to them, I don't see the elbows and this.
I'm her daddy now.
Situation we wouldn't have.
Facts.
We wouldn't have let no woman or no
Deal with that shit later, right? Like that's how you.
doctor with went tendency to do this, that, and the third, and then so I don't believe in going to war for the wrong reason.
Hold on.
She was mad at the time moving your. You don't let nobody. What was always told to you?
I just
up
want to
like
show
a
this one part.
motherfucker, but you did sit back and chill for it.
Hell no. She just tweeted some impulsive shit.
That girl feels like, nigga, sometimes you got.
So the first time I signed her, I literally said, "You don't have to do anything. Just
This brother, and I hope this like. Gina,
somebody clock her. All right, when she's vulnerable, cheat on you. That's personality. You know,
Have you called any rappers that you cool with sliding on her?
yeah, but I don't ever get mad at them. I get mad at her. 'Cause it's
what's
like,
your
I
response?
would do the same thing. Like,
You
there's
did,
plenty of niggas.
yeah,
there's
man.
plenty of rappers that
because you understand the game.
Yeah, there's
You
plenty of
know
rappers
it.
I did songs with or I met with they bitch, and then they bitch. I don't know. It's just like, oh,
They bitch
shit.
acting available.
Yeah, you know. So it's kind of like I'm never mad at the rapper. I name them
Slide no
the
more.
fans.
Yeah.
So once I couldn't do that, and that's where the money was
Oh,
coming
oh,
from.
here we go,
Once
here
you
we go,
trying to
here we
deal
go.
with, or he has certain ideas. So she's not distracting me from any type of music
Here we go, here we go.
personally. When
Perfect.
coronavirus, so Wack is speaking from.